I have the story of two young men that grew up in the same environment, went to school same period, and graduated same year from the high school. One of these boys was said to have read over 600 books within a year or two, covering areas such as human development, psychology of success, etc., while the other was working in restaurants and fast food related platforms. Now, 19 years after, these two boys met at the homecoming meeting of their alma mater, and at this point, they were continents apart. While the latter was worth $6.75 per hour, the other boy who invested his time in developing himself in his area of interest was said to be worth $200,000 an hour. What a world. No raw material has real value. It has to be processed. It has to be refined if you can get the best of value out of it. Time is one of our greatest assets in the adventure of life. In fact, the Bible says, make the most of the time. Make the most of your time. Benjamin Franklin was quoted as saying, "Doth thou love life?" That was the English of their time. "Then don't squander time. Invest it, for that is the stuff life is made up of." I once said, if I know where they buy time that can help extend my 24 hours by 4 or 2 minimum, I'll go and buy. The worth of any life is a function of the worth of his time. So they say in his lifetime, this is what his time was worth while he lived. Do you love life? Don't squander time, invest it, for that is the stuff life is made up of. Shakespeare also said, "I wasted time, now time doth waste me." You won't have that experience. Now, that is a man speaking at that height. He meant to say, I wish I knew the value of time more than I knew it then. I would have made greater impact. Our own man, Nnamdi Azikiwe of blessed memory, said, "Give me my youth back." There are many youths here today, and I will pay any price for it. Give me my youth back, and I will pay any price for it. We live in a world of unlimited opportunities. All we need is to buy into these opportunities. The profit of the earth is for all. Ecclesiastes 5:9. Even the king himself is served by the field. The profit, everybody has unlimited opportunity to scale any height in his pursuit. But he needs to know what it takes for that to happen. Time management is vital to actualizing our leadership potentials. Let's not join the complainers, the murmurers, the grumblers. Let's take responsibility. I knew a man years ago. He was a headmaster of a school. And suddenly I heard he was going to the law school. How? That was in the 70s. He had passed his law degree, has earned his law degree from University of London correspondence course. While others were playing ayo and, chewing corn, he was busy studying. There were no internet in those days. Correspondence. He passed his law degree and headed for the Nigerian law school. Left the others there. Why? A smart investor of his time. Let's go ahead and invest our time. George Washington once noted, responsibility is the price for greatness. Everyone must rise to take up his destiny in his hands. is the only way forward. A year is made up of only 52 weeks, and a week is made up of 168 hours only. It's not that long. And 1 year is made up of 8,736 hours. And like I said humorously, if you sleep for 8 hours, that's 1/3 of your life. So by the time you are 75 years, you have slept for 25 years. What a record. Now, 100 years is not up to 1 million hours. It's 873,600 hours. This implies that no one has 1 million hours of productive engagement on earth. And a number of us are blessed. Spending 1 million is not that hard. Can go off any time. This is why we talk about the lifetime of a man. That is what his life is worth, what his time is worth. Quality time investors usually end up as newsmakers. All smart time investors, more often than not, end up as stars in their fields of endeavors. There is this humorous story of Bill Gates by the Playboy magazine. We hear that you don't watch TV. And Bill Gates said, I do watch, but I don't have any TV with the over-the-air receiver connected to my house. I'm not immune to the lures of TV. I just try to stay away from it. I concluded, those who make news hardly have time to watch them. Their time is invested in making the news for others to watch. Their time is invested in making the news